everybody!
Hello, bucket list buddies. Welcome to another episode. So today...
A little challenging.
Why?
Because... I don't know why.
Yes, she's revealing that every day is challenging for her.
It is. Oh, why are you going to say that out loud?
Because we made a t-shirt that
man.
says that.
We did.
Alright, let's stop horseplaying. Let's get right into this.
I love horses.
Fuel prices.
Hate fuel.
They have gone out of control.
Right.
And now...
No shocker to y'all.
I, as you know, try not to get into politics. However...
Oh, hang on. Sidebar. With who? With them?
Well, with the audience. I mean, when
Oh.
the camera's off, yeah, we do. But
We're on the same page.
This is definitely not high prices because of...
What we're told.
What did the administration call it? The Putin?
Yeah.
The Putin increase?
Right.
Yeah, no, it was going way up before Putin. In fact, the U.S. only imports, I think, a little less than 1% of all our import of oil comes from Russia. So that's not the reason.
Anyway.
But we're not going to get into all that. Okay? Don't let the media lie to you. Get the facts. Before we get started, we want to invite all of you to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that little bell. Now, many of you may say, well, I've already subscribed.
Subscribe again!
No, you can't do that again. You can only do that once. But they can hit that like button every single time we release a video.
Share.
Hit that like button and share and comment. That helps us out tremendously.
Yeah.
And for those of you that want to do a little something extra, we have that join button right next to the
Join the party.
right next to the subscribe button.
Yeah.
And click that button and it'll give you a little video. You can hear about our memberships and all the benefits to that.
Yep.
We'd appreciate that.
And
if you feel so inclined, and we would appreciate it if you became a member.
We would love if you became members.
And you become a bucket list buddy, and you get a ton of free things, other perks, discounts on a bunch of stuff.
We're still working on more merch, by the way.
Yes, well, actually, we released 2 new shirts this week.
Yes.
So 2 new styles of shirts this week. If you want to see our merch, go ahead and click the link below there where it says merchandise.
And we are trying to get, for those of you who requested and brought it up, JoJo Strong stuff.
Yes. The mugs are out there, but the shirts are still being designed. But you can see that. But that's all Headman stuff.
Right.
We'll be done with that.
Right.
Now let's jump right into the 5 ways they can save money.
5 ways.
With their fuel.
Right now, while fuel is ridiculous.
Redonkulous.
Redonk. Hit it, Jeff.
Fuel prices, with them going as high as possible.
Right.
And I have a feeling they're going to go much higher.
And our truck going about 2 miles to the gallon.
Well, fortunately, it's not that bad, but it's not great. When we're hooked up, we get better than most, though. We get somewhere between, depending on how aggressive we drive, 10 to 12 miles to the gallon.
My Hemi used to get that.
Yeah. Yeah. And when we're not, I get somewhere 18, 19 when we're not driving like crazy. Well, when she's not driving, then we can get that much. Fortunately, she's got a truck that doesn't go real fast.
It does hit about 87 pretty easily.
How do you know that?
I've seen you.
She hasn't seen me do that.
Go on, finish!
Anyway, so we wanted to go over 5 things you can do right away without spending any money, without doing anything.
Correct.
To increase your fuel economy.
Right.
And these are 5 basic things. You may have already heard them, already know them, but they're common sense things.
I was just going to say, it's common sense, so sometimes we put too much, stuff or work into other things and we forget to use a little bit of common sense. Right.
The first one we're going to talk about is your tires. Tire pressure. Make sure you have good tire pressure not only on your trailer, but check your tow vehicle, your rig. Now, we have Natasha, which is our beautiful Ford F450. She's a beast.
She is.
But we check the tires on all 6 tires, as well as all 6 tires back here on Mojo.
And it changes, right, due to weather conditions and everything, right?
Yeah, if I'm going to run a hot
so.
day versus a cooler or normal day,
Right.
I'll adjust them a little bit. But they're all within kind of 5 pounds of each other, really, to be honest. But having the peak amount of air pressure in your tires will help you increase your fuel economy. Common sense stuff, I think everybody talks about that. Now, I'm not going to tell you tire pressures because my truck may be different than your truck. My trailer tires might be larger than yours, so all I can tell you is I keep mine at what is the recommended cold temperature on the tires by that manufacturer. And that should get you in a pretty good space for getting the most economy and the most wear out of your tires as well.
Good.
You okay with that?
I am.
You have nothing to add
Yeah.
to air pressure?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope. I got lots of air pressure.
Yes. We're full of hot air, I think it's. Anyway.
Karate chop.
Anyway, the
Number
next
2.
thing, number 2, dos.
Lighten the load.
That's right. Make sure that your gray tanks, your black tanks, even your freshwater tank is
Ammunition.
empty. Ammunition. No, shoes. Make sure you get rid of all of her shoes.
Ammunition. Weapons.
We need all that.
Tools.
We don't carry weapons on board.
No. Tools. And we don't carry ammunition without weapons, do we?
No, we don't carry any of that.
Keep the shoes, get rid of the other stuff.
So,
That's heavier than the shoes.
so yes, which she's alluding to. If you have a lot of stuff in your truck,
That's number 3.
your tow vehicle, no, this is still 2.
2.
That it's probably unnecessary. Take a look at that, especially now with fuel prices the way they are.
Right.
Do you really need to be towing around a lot of this stuff? And let's be honest, guys. We got a lot of crap in our rigs we probably don't need or probably don't touch.
Probably.
And guys included.
Right, I just said that.
Yeah. When I say, I didn't mean you specifically or ladies specifically. Even with all of their shoes that we know they don't need, but they're still there.
Yeah.
And they do outrank a lot of our stuff.
And they should.
Anyway, so weight. And I talked about the tanks. Now, if you are boondockers, I recommend you try to get to the area where you're going first, then fill up before you go off and boondock. So let your tanks as empty as possible. Now, of course, you don't want to have your black tank dry.
Ew.
So you got to leave a little water in there for obvious reasons. Okay? So that's weight. What's the third thing we were going to talk about? We touched on it on the first one. Speed.
Speed.
How fast you go when you're traveling.
Don't speed.
No. Yeah, we're not saying don't speed. Well, we kind of are. For us personally, every rig is going to be different. But for us personally, when we go 70 miles an hour with our rig, and I know a lot of you are going to say, that's too fast, it shouldn't be going that fast anyway.
Because you don't have mojo.
Yeah, see, not Mojo, Natasha.
Natasha.
Get it together, Joe.
Oh, it's one of those days.
So Natasha does that beautifully. She cruises. She likes to cruise at 70. I'm pegged right at 2,000 or 2,050 RPM, right at 70 miles an hour. But when I back it down to 65 miles an hour, I'm shooting right around 1,800 RPM. And boy, it's a fuel economy jump up. I'll get a mile to 2 miles of a gallon more just dropping that down to 65 miles an hour. So that will save you a ton of time. I'm sorry, not time. Fuel.
Wow,
It'll increase.
Boy, he got some editing here.
It increases your time to get there, but it does save you a lot of fuel.
Yep.
Okay, what else, Joe?
Number 4.
Yes, number 4 is basic aerodynamics.
Don't put your head out of the sunroof. No dog out of
Don't let your spouse or dog hang their head out the window to flap their lips. That's not aerodynamic.
Have you ever done? That's funny too when you see the big lips. Oh, I'd lose those. That would be.
So what we're talking about here is, believe it or not, it is more aerodynamic to leave your windows closed in your rig when you're going down the road versus when they're open.
Open, right.
So even when you have the air conditioning going on, even though that air compressor takes a little drain on the engine, you're creating more wind drag with the sunroof open, the windows open, and all
Right.
that kind of stuff.
Right.
And this is going to sound silly, but it has been proven to work. If you ever watched Mythbusters,
Yep.
they've proven it to work. That if you keep your vehicle clean and waxed, wind goes off a little easier. It's a little slicker, a little more aerodynamic.
I have pins and needles. For real.
I have pins and needles too. They're over there.
Every day.
Are they over there?
Every day with me.
Oh yeah, pins and needles.
I really do have pins
Your
and
foot
needles.
fell asleep. That's not one of the things that helps you save fuel, though.
Keeping it waxed
Yeah, I said that.
and clean.
did
I was
say
letting
that.
you finish
Oh,
before I
she's
jumped. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I really did.
okay.
You got a lot of editing.
Got a what? Yeah, thank you. So, aerodynamics. I don't know where we left that.
You do.
She interrupted me with her pins and needles, so I have no idea where we left that
It's
off.
still
But
sticking out.
make sure your vehicles are clean and waxed, and they'll be a little more aerodynamic. And don't let people hang their head out the window and scream at people.
Or silent move. I don't scream. I just say hi.
That's screaming hello.
Or four. As we're passing.
That's you doing
Golf
a golf
courses.
course. Yeah. Whole different thing, Joe.
Moving on.
So number 5.
5.
Number 5 is kind of you'll agree with part of it, but you're not going to agree with all of it. The first part of it is cruise control.
Right.
Set your car, or set your speed, I should say. Sorry if the air conditioning kicked in. It's getting a little warm in here. Set your speed and leave it there. People who do not set their cruise control tend to burn 20% more fuel than those that actually set their cruise control.
Yep.
So find the speed that you're comfortable with.
80, 85, 90. Just kidding, you guys. I
Especially
am not.
when you're hauling 22,000 pounds behind
The
you.
shoes.
You should be going 80 miles an hour.
Right. I really am not an unsafe driver. Just so I'm not a driver at all. What a coincidence. But no, really.
No, when
I
we're
just kidding with
connected,
you guys.
actually, we haven't gotten to the point where you're driving
No,
yet.
yeah, that's going to be a fun video.
Yes, that's watching Joe learn how to drive the rig.
This baby.
Yeah.
This puppy. Ooh.
Well, she drives the truck fine, but not towing.
Not towing. Not yet.
Not yet, anyway. But we'll get to that. So the second part to 5 is the time of day when you travel. Now, this one is controversy, and I will be honest, I won't do it. But like at nighttime, there's less traffic, so you're more likely to have less slowdowns and stops and starts and things like that. So you'll save fuel that way.
More consistent.
The starting and stopping, obviously, is what causes us to burn more fuel. So if you can travel at night, you can save a little bit more money that
Or
way.
early in the morning.
Or early in the morning, that's
Right.
true.
what we
That's
do.
true. But we like to get to a campground when it's daylight, so when we set up, we're in the daytime.
Right.
So those are our 5 things that you can do,
Little tips.
common sense things that everybody should know, but it's always fun to go back to the basics, right?
Right.
And just kind of remind ourselves of some of the simple things we can do.
Right.
Now, all of this stuff, as you notice that we're recommending, cost you $0.
0.
Now, the one about leaving your spouse at home could cost you your marriage.
Could be very costly.
Could be, but
Take it from the one who may know.
if you drive quickly,
If you try.
you could stay ahead of it all.
That was so witty. God, that's so unlike you.
Oh, okay.
Drive quickly.
So that's it.
if you want to get out of the game,
Right.
bust
So
out.
to repeat, everybody, this is JoJo. I'm Jeff.
Yes.
We thank you for watching
Yes.
and make it a great bucket list day.
Great bucket list day. See ya!
Bye.
The extra weight.
Yeah. You guys eat some snacks right now while we talk about this. Get a cocktail or two. That's it.
That's it! Make sure!
I think so.
We would never. Here, keep that in. Just keep your head in. when you're driving.
Don't let your dog flap his lips on the door.
Keep my head inside the sunroof.
Let's have fun with that one, okay? Okay, number 5. The 5th thing you can do.
Whoa.
Oh, don't you?
Cat-like.
Number 5. Yeah, that works.
Thanks for the okay. No, you're okay with that.
One of the other things you can do to reduce the weight is leave your spouse behind. And she can wave bye-bye to you.
Let us know how that works, my dear. You don't leave me behind.
Carry less liquor.
No, shh. Hush your mouth. You can throw out my shoes for that matter. Hell no.
Okay, the 5th one, and a lot of you are going to have some controversy about this. What are we doing with that?
I'm just doing number